Hi everyone, welcome back. This lesson will focus on coin correlations found in cryptocurrency. So here's an overview of what this lesson will be about. We'll go over cryptocurrency correlations, coin groupings, and categorizations within crypto from a trading standpoint. We'll take a deep dive into the Ethereum ecosystem, correlations found, and also analyze the market structure and compare and contrast different coins within Ethereum and how they correlate with one another. This will include price pattern and market structure correlations as well. We'll also take a look at the Polkadot ecosystem to see if there are any correlations with Ethereum as well, and correlations found within Polkadot as well, as far as Polkadot and other projects running within the ecosystem. And we'll also take a look at fork correlations. And we'll also take a look at fork correlations. So, cryptocurrency markets will often show correlations amongst coins that share similar fundamental traits. Possible correlations can be found based on ecosystem or network. This is essentially coins that operate within the same blockchain. Think of all the coin or projects that operate within Ethereum or on Solana, on Cardano. We also see correlations found in regards to functionality. Think of what coins actually do. When there's an update or change possibly in lending protocols or how they operate, or maybe the lending protocols are trending upwards or trending downwards, maybe there's more use in DeFi, we might see lending protocols in general, such as Aave, Maker, Compound in general, correlate with one another. We might also see that in terms of NFTs, where if there's something going on with NFTs, possibly overall increased usage in NFTs, we might see a correlation amongst coins that operate within asset management or possible DeFi gaming in relation to those NFTs. And we also see correlations found based on forks. And we'll go into what forks are and how to identify them in correlations later on in the lesson as well. So in terms of ecosystem, when analyzing cryptocurrency price fluctuations, one can often find correlation between coins that operate on the same ecosystem. Ecosystems or networks refer to blockchains that are able to host multiple tokens on their networks. Now, some examples of this include the Ethereum network, Stellar network, Cardano network, and the Polkadot network. Think of major blockchain networks: Solana, Ethereum, Stellar, Cardano, Polkadot, and others, Avalanche as well. There are others that are able to allow coins to operate on their network. So these minor coins such as Aave or others are not necessarily running on their own blockchain. They're running on Ethereum. They're running on Stellar. They're running on Cardano. And within that, they're using that main network to reside on, and essentially. Now, Ethereum is the most obvious example of the ecosystem effect, where each performance will have a significant impact on the price action of some, most, or all of the tokens on its network. This will vary over time. It's very situational and something to keep track of as well. Some examples of tokens operating on the Ethereum network include Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange; Polygon, Matic. This is a scaling solution, a layer 2 scaling solution to help alleviate some of the congestion and traffic flow on Ethereum. Engine Coin, this is a digital asset management tool. Particularly, Engine is a is a cryptocurrency wallet that also can host NFTs and other digital assets, and the coin is used as the native currency on the wallet. We also see Filecoin as well. Filecoin is a decentralized file storage, cloud storage protocol that operates on Ethereum. And VeChain. VeChain is a coin used in asset management, physical asset management, and asset tracing. So, taking a look and breaking down these coins, let's take a look at some statistics and the various charts and the price action of these coins over the year 2021. So here's Ethereum. Ethereum has a market cap of $328 billion. We see about $14 billion in average daily trading volume. Circulating supply, 119 million Ethereum. There is no max supply identified as per the developers, and the total supply is equivalent to the circulating supply. This is something that we'll see differently, handled differently, varying from coin to coin. So something to keep in mind. These statistics are not always the same. So brief description, what is Ethereum? It is a decentralized open source blockchain system. It works as a platform to host other cryptocurrencies through the use of smart contracts. So here's Ethereum's price action and overall market structure throughout the year of 2021, starting in December and January, overall reaching a peak in May, falling to recent swing lows observed in late June and late July as well, and then finally reversing to the upside in late July into August, September, finally peaking out at about $4,800 to almost $4,900 per Ethereum in early November, and with a recent fall to just a little bit over $2,000 in January of 2022. Let's compare that to Uniswap. So Uniswap is a decentralized trading protocol. Its market cap is about $7 billion. It sees about $264 million in trading volume. The circulating supply of Uniswap is about 629.5 million Uniswap tokens. The maximum supply is 1 billion tokens, and the total supply that's created is 1 billion as well. So the maximum supply here we see is already reached. It's well defined and it's already reached, but there's only 600 and we could round up 630 million Uniswap tokens in circulation that's available to the public. Now, to reiterate, Uniswap operates on the Ethereum network. So Ethereum, through the use of smart contracts, allows other projects, other coins to operate on Ethereum. So Uniswap is a decentralized trading protocol, a decentralized exchange. It facilitates automated trading of DeFi tokens, and it functions as an automated market maker. Here is Uniswap's market structure and overall price action throughout 2021. Correlating heavily with Ethereum, we see overall uptrend, overall raising prices, reaching a peak in early May, and then eventually succumbing to lows in late May, late June, and then finally in late July before reversing back to the upside. Now, while Ethereum saw increased price action, increasing higher highs and reaching new all-time highs in November, Uniswap did not quite reach that same level of status, and that could be attributed to the fact that around this time in August, Uniswap was accused by the SEC of issuing securities, particularly with the Uniswap token. The development group behind Uniswap Labs, was accused by the SEC, and there's an ongoing investigation on whether or not the Uniswap token is considered an unregistered security or not. So that's something that could definitely have played a significant impact on the stunting of Uniswap's growth, or at least Uniswap's retracement back to the all-time highs of about $48. Whether or not this will in time return back to these levels will remain to be seen, but we'll see what happens. Next up, let's take a look at Polygon. So Polygon has a $12 billion market cap. It sees about $988 million of trading volume. There is a circulating supply of 7.46 billion Matic in circulation. This is available to the public. The maximum and total supply are equivalent to about 10 billion Matic tokens. And Matic is a scaling and infrastructure development platform for Ethereum. It's a multi-chain system. Basically, transactions that could be placed on Ethereum are heavily see very high gas fees, overall high transaction fees. Now, instead of using that main layer of Ethereum, people can opt to use Polygon for faster transactions, much lower fees. They can deploy decentralized applications such as DEXs and other market makers, other platforms, NFTs on Polygon to take advantage of those faster transactions and overall lower fees. Now here's Matic's price performance throughout 2021. So similar to Ethereum, we do see an overall dramatic price increase into May from January, resulting downtrend rather severe into late July, where we finally see a reversal to the upside. We do see, while Ethereum reached a new all-time high in early November around here, we do see Matic took its time and really later, early December, really pushed ahead and reached a new all-time high of almost just under $3 per token. Next up, we'll take a look at VeChain. So VeChain has a $3.5 billion market cap. The trading volume is about $189 million daily trading volume, exchanged hands. The circulating supply of VeChain is about 64.32 billion VeChain. The maximum supply is 86 billion, and the total supply is 86 billion. So the maximum amount of VeChain that will ever exist has already been created. We do see there's only 64 billion of that VeChain available to the public, and this is considered a supply chain management platform that operates on Ethereum. Now, correlating with Ethereum, particularly from late December into January 2021, into all the way into May, late April and into May, we do see VeChain produce a rather dramatic upswing to the upside, reaching all-time highs of about 28 cents per. Really starting off the year at about maybe 1 cent or so, sub 1 cent, sub 2 cents. Really dramatic price increase. Now, just as Ethereum, Matic, and Uniswap did fall in Q2, Q3 2021, we do see that drop as well, reaching lows of about 5 cents, give or take, and then progressively increasing back. While unlike Ethereum and Matic, VeChain did not reach those previous all-time high figures, which is similar that we saw to Uniswap, but there is no investigation regarding Uniswap, regarding VeChain, I should say. So there isn't really a fundamental reasoning behind why VeChain did not reach these all-time highs. So whether or not this will reverse and reclaim that 28 cents per VeChain token, we'll have to see. Next up is Engine. Engine has a $1.5 billion market cap, noticeably smaller than the other coins that we have listed. The volume is $223 million, circulating supply of 854 million Engine tokens, with a maximum supply and a total supply of 1 billion Engine tokens. Now, Engine is the project behind the Engine wallet, which is a similar wallet to like Trust Wallet or MetaMask, where you can store your cryptocurrency, use it for quick purchases, maybe in stores or from vendors, and also host NFTs. There's a lot of social gaming, decentralized game offerings on there that you can link up to your account on that game and use to, play these decentralized games and receive the rewards onto your Engine wallet. It's considered a social gaming platform and a digital asset management tool. Now, Engine we see here correlating with many of the other coins we do in the Ethereum ecosystem that we have mentioned. We do see a rather dramatic increase going into 2021, into particularly Q1 and Q2. Engine saw an all-time high observed in early April and really didn't correlate with the rest of the market going into May, where we saw Matic, Ethereum reach these new all-time highs. Engine really peaked out in early April, as we saw, really came down into late May, June, and late July, correlating really with the rest of the market at this point. And then overall throughout Q3, Q4 did see uptrends and did reach a new all-time high of about $4, almost $5 per Engine token, and has subsequently fallen with the rest of the market into late November, December, and early January 2022.